When we talk about macroeconomics time framework, we need to differentiate between short term and long term. In the long term, we utilize all our resources efficiently. Consequently, we reach our maximum output, which is called potential output. We give it simple YP, or we can call it full employment output. We can give it as simple as YF, or we reach natural rate of output, which we give the symbol YN. And all this refers to our maximum output we could achieve when we utilize all our resources in an efficient way. Consequently, this means that we reach our natural rate of unemployment, which is the lowest unemployment rate attainable in any country. And it's also called NAIRU, non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment. What about the short term? In the short term, our real output, which have a symbol of YR, will be different than our potential output. It will deviate from our potential output. So we have three scenarios here. If our real output is lower than our potential output, which means we produce less than our maximum, our potential, this means that we have a recessionary gap. We are experiencing a recession. Or our real output could be equal to potential output, which means we reach our potential output, which is the maximum output. Or our real output could be bigger than potential output. So what do you think, guys? Can we have a real output bigger than potential output? Can we produce above our maximum? Think about it. In the short term, yes, we can. Also, potential output means that we utilize all our resources efficiently. But this means that people are working overtime, which means if some people work over 40 hours a week, this means that we could achieve our real output is bigger than potential output. But this happens only on the short term, temporary. They cannot, for example, work 80 hours a week for many years. It's not possible. And that's why, yes, on the short term, we could have real output bigger than potential output, which we call it inflationary gap. Therefore, in the short term, what will happen to our real output? It will fluctuate, which means we will have a business cycle. It will go upward, which we call it upturn, and then it will go downward, which we call it downturn. We will have an expansion, and it will followed be a contraction. We will have a recovery, which will be followed by a recession.